This is Guns, Knives, and Watches. And to be honest, here's another GoalZero kind of update video. But it's a good update video because we're going to modify the system a little bit and make it a little bit better. Now, this is the GoalZero Nomad 13, which is a 13-watt solar panel if you are in full sun, okay? Here's the deal. You're hardly ever going to be in a disaster or a survival situation where you're going to get 13 watts of power out of this thing. Why is that? Because things in disaster situations are typically overcast. So, you're going to get a little less. You know what? I'm okay with that. Because if you've seen any of my other videos, my favorite thing to carry out in the woods or somewhere for this thing to charge is the Guide 10 Plus, which will charge your smartphones through a USB. You can charge it through a mini USB through a solar charger that will directly connect to there, or you've got a light, light here, which I think is kind of gay, but you know, it's there. Now, these are Panasonic Eneloops. Used to be called Sanyo Eneloops, but now they are Panasonic. The batteries that came with this thing are these GoalZero branded batteries. See if we can get a good thing. And they're AA's, of course, same as the other one. 2300 milliamp hours. And that sounds really good. I mean, I've got 4 2300 milliamp hour batteries, and it's got the white insulator at the top, okay? Back in the day when we didn't, a lot of manufacturers were making a lot of stuff, and everything was pretty much all the same, basically. We used to be able to identify, supposedly, Duracells with the white or something, and and we thought these Eneloops were the same as these. They're both nickel metal hydride. They have the white insulator. You would think they were made in the same plant. Well, they're not. This is 2300 milliamp hours. This one's only 1900 milliamp hours. Well, you could sit there and say that the Eneloops are just rating theirs more as a representative sample of what it has or not, this, that, or the other. I don't care. What do the Eneloops, what do I get for supposedly having less milliamp hours? Well, I get they hold a charge a lot better. By a lot better, after a year, they're going to have 90% of their original charge. After 3 years, they're going to have 80%. 5 years, they're going to have 70%. So, 5 years from now, these 4 Eneloop batteries are going to have 70% of the power that I put in them. They have a very good temperature working range. They'll work down to -4 degrees, and I think that's might be in Celsius. Hell, I don't know. I'm not going to really use them in super cold weather, like below 0 degrees Fahrenheit or whatever in Celsius. Or if I am going to use them, I'm going to put these suckers in my pocket or in my coat and warm them up. Because any battery, if it's warmed up, is going to work better. They have 2100 maximum charge cycles. Am I going to get 2100 hours out of these, 2100 charge cycles out of these? Probably not. But it's a hell of a lot better than the old ones used to be rated. I went on the internet and I looked, can I do this? Can I put Eneloop batteries in this GoalZero Guide 10 Plus and then, you know, use them with the Nomad 13? Of course, the results that I got were kind of mixed or non-existent. The battery technology of 5 years ago and today are the difference between night and day. From 3 years ago to today are vastly different, and even a couple years ago, the amount of technology and where the batteries have gone due to just the need for really good rechargeable batteries for cars, for this, for that, are, you know, have moved the world of battery powered equipment, you know, even cordless drills, this, that, or the other. So this is one thing that I would definitely do. I'd pick me up some those Panasonic Eneloops and put them in my GoalZero Guide 10 Plus. Throw that in there, zip that sucker back up, and not be afraid to have power when I'm out. One thing I do not carry this adapter with me. At home it's great, but out I don't need it. So this is my favorite carry setup for my car. Why do I say my car? Because if anybody knows, I go into really bad places where there's no power, where there's this, where there's that. I go out and do things in the wilderness where there's no electricity, and this is the setup that I have found works the best for me. Is it the lightest setup? No. I could use the Nomad 7 or whatever the hell they call those things, the 7-watt charger or whatever else. But I really don't have all day, and I can't be in the best lighting conditions. So this is really, you know, this is my compromise, okay? The Nomad 13 with the Guide 10 Plus with Eneloop batteries is really the best setup that I've been able to come up with. Do I still use the Sherpa 50? Would I still use the Sherpa 50? Yeah. But I really, really like this setup better for my lifestyle, for what I have to do. And it has a USB, you know, directly USB connect right up to it, and it'll rock out. The Guide 10 does not do that. The Guide 10 Plus will. Anyway, this is Guns, Knives, and Watches. Is it perfect? No. But I've got USB coming out of here. I've got USB coming out of here. I've got this, that, or the other. Hey, life's, you know, nothing in life's perfect, but we're getting there. This is the Nomad 13 and the Guide 10 Plus. Improvement update with the Panasonic Eneloops. Used to be Sanyos. Guns, Knives, and Watches. Have a good one.